Charlie Gasparino here in New York to react to some of that. In
like 3 months in the gulag.
As a punishment? Yeah, by the way, nobody seemed to believe
Did you like that tariff man?
You're a tariff man, are you?
It reminded me of Macho Man from the Village People.
Then here goes
Tariff man.
Here goes the show. Here goes the show.
It didn't remind you of that? Guys in leather talking about tariffs?
I don't know about it. There was literally zero thought of guys in leather when I was reading it. But that's, teaches us.
Leather,
nothing wrong.
Leather and orange hair.
By the way,
and a bad tan.
But a serious point on this, saying I'm a tariff man in the middle of saying, hey, I might make a deal. I mean, that's.
I just think it's. I mean, listen. I think the problem with the president is, again, it's both sides of his brain. One side is Peter Navarro, who wants to use, and Lighthizer, who just got appointed to run, I guess, the negotiations with China. Those are his trade hawks. They believe trade is a blunt force instrument.
Doesn't he believe that in his heart of hearts?
I think in his heart of heart he does. But then he's talking also, he's getting good advice from Larry Kudlow and Steve Mnuchin, I think. And listen, I like Peter Navarro. He's identified, I believe, China as a threat. Yeah. What I disagree with him is his approach. And I think the heavy-handedness of using trade, like with tariffs on everything, instead of let's focus on intellectual property, let's make sure we get other countries online with us to prevent them from stealing our intellectual property, or at least making theft of intellectual property or giving them intellectual property the right of passage to get access to their markets. Instead of doing that, he's doing something that is going to slow down the economy. And listen, I heard Peter Westbrook, is that his name?
Brian Westbury,
whatever. I heard him before talking about, like, don't get freaked out by this. Remember, markets. Yeah, you shouldn't get freaked out. But the market is actually signaling something. It's signaling that you're going to have potentially higher rates, even though they're going to taper off the raising. Remember, the normalizing is going to be a lot less normal.
Market-based rates, by the way, and it's part of it, are way down today.
Right. Okay. Because people are buying treasuries and anticipating an economic slowdown. So the other thing is your stimulus package maybe has run its gamut in terms of stimulus. And then you have a trade war, potentially. When you put those together, the markets are signaling that is going to be really bad for the economy. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. I'm just saying the market is signaling that. So when people say don't freak out, that's not the argument. And anybody that sits here, I'm going to tell you this, any analyst or anyone that sits here and says a trade war is good for your investments is full of it.
Their only argument is that it somehow, and as you know,
I've heard people.
Right, their argument is at the end game, like at the end of the day, this is how he's going to make them come to the table, and he's going to get a better result because he's tough on them.
Anybody who thinks that a willy-nilly, a tit-for-tat tariff war with China is going to be good for our markets and economy is wrong. That is a market that our businesses want. Listen, there's a reason why businesses gave them intellectual property. Why is that? They thought the end game.
Right.
Listen, I'm not saying it was right. Let me make the point. They thought the end game of access to the market was better for the economy. And, I'm just telling you that's why they did it.
For them. They would make more money because there's a billion consumers in China.
Right, and they would employ more people, and theoretically their stocks would go up. Okay, so I'm just telling you that there was an economic rationale. I'm not saying I agree with it. I agree that they are pernicious, the Chinese. But that said, you have to realize there's going to be an economic price to pay, and that's what the markets are saying right now. That's all they're saying. It's down 608 points as we're talking.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see how this all kind of shakes out, because the criticism of Trump on the NAFTA stuff was that he was real tough, and then at the end of the day cut a deal that was similar to the old NAFTA, and now you wonder whether.
And by the way, if you go through it line by line, it wasn't that great for us either. I mean, there was certain things that's going to hurt us, and I'll tell you, that's what I'm worried about with this. And listen, the market's worried about it. Markets are rational. Okay, yes, short term they're imperfect.
Right.
But because it doesn't reflect all the information. You don't know what the future is going to be.
Well, that's a big part of it. In this case, we have no idea.
We have no idea. But it's saying if you go this route, Mr. President, one of your biggest achievements, which was a stock market rally and a good economy, could blow up. And I want to point out one other thing. Look at the Dow from the time he did the tax cut last December till now. It's been flat amid this trade stuff.
Yep, it's holding us back in markets, at least. Thank you, Charlie.
And maybe the economy. The economy could be slowing down.
The tariff man, here he is, Charlie Gasparino.
Thank you.